Hey guys, it's Mario here, and in this video I'm going to show you the best assistance exercise to improve your bench press. I actually didn't cut out any warm-up footage as well for this exercise, and I'm going to be doing the paused bench press today. So this is one of the best movements you can do to improve your bench press. It has the greatest carryover, it's the most similar one, and it works the weakest point for most people, which is usually the bottom portion of the movement. There's a lot of people, even in the commercial gyms, that will cheat this portion of the movement. They won't even go as low as hit the chest. So here you're gonna see me do my standard warm-up for the upper body day, right? So this is some external rotation work. You can implement this in your training. I already filmed this whole routine in a separate video if you want to view a little bit more in depth about the routine itself, but I wanted to keep it in this video just to emphasize again that warm-up is absolutely critical. I'm doing a little bit more warm-up as well. I mean, my shoulders are pretty damn tight, and I'm working on adding those extra warm-up sets any place I can for the external rotation muscles. You see here, that's what I'm working right now. And I'll do a bunch of different stuff here. I'm fighting to unwind the damn thing. So here you're gonna see me do also some warm-ups for arms as well. So I definitely add some of that as well, just to get the blood flow going. Even though, I mean, it is a full body movement. I mean, bench press is a full body movement. If someone tells you, hey, I just do a couple of sets as warm-up for the bench press, I mean, it is a total body movement if you're doing it properly. So you need to get your whole body in there. And I am warming up the biceps. I mean, it might not make sense to some people. Hey, why are you warming up your biceps? But well, look, I mean, it helps. Everything helps, right? Every little bit of strength you can get in warm-up helps. So I'm actually here decided to switch the angle for you guys so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing here, and see a different angle. You can also see the gym. It looks pretty cool, and wasn't busy tonight, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, here I'm doing some rows, just very basic warm-up, very basic stuff, just to, as I said again, put a lot of emphasis on the shoulder. And the plan for the day was actually do the upper body day, and I decided to throw in some pause bench press because I already benched twice this week, and this is kind of the point of, if I throw in more bench pressing, it's either gonna be some incline work or it's gonna be a pause bench press. So I decided to go for a pause because I know that if I progress on the pause, if I break my PR on the pause, that will directly translate to increased strength on my just regular powerlifting kind of bench press that I do for 3 to 5 reps. So today on what I have planned was 5 sets of 3 to 5, and I wasn't really sure what to expect, to be honest, because I haven't done pause bench press in a while, and it was just one of those exercises that I just throw in when I feel like I'm about to hit a plateau in terms of bench pressing, and I just throw in some pause work there just to make sure that I kind of delay that plateau as much as possible. And if you kind of noticed, if you ever done that movement, you'll see that you can definitely lift a lot less weight. You know, it's not, I mean, it's not a movement where you really go hardcore and try to like push yourself to the max. It is one of those movements where you need to be careful how much weight you actually choose, and to make sure that the form is proper. And you're gonna see me here today push myself quite hard. So yeah, some warm-ups, some good mornings, good for the lower back. I actually added some leg stuff here as well, and definitely for those who aren't very familiar with kind of how the bench pressing works, especially like the kind of powerlifting style bench pressing, is that you are using your legs quite a bit, and you want to warm up and you make sure that your hips are loose as well, because mobility plays a role when you're getting into that position, that arched position in the bench press. And also one other thing is that my hips were quite tight the last few days, and I've noticed that on my last squatting day, so I decided to add some extra warm-up for the hips here, and for the quads as well. So that's definitely something I felt this morning when I woke up, when I was about to go to just do my regular kind of wake up stretching. I do a couple of lunges and things like that just to loosen up the hips. I noticed like there was a little bit of pain in the hip flexor, and that's really not a good sign, so I hope it's not something that I need to worry about. And here I'm just I guess adding some blood flow, you know, just some active recovery. Still feeling a little bit of soreness in kind of the groin area and the quad area. So I hope, I mean, most likely it's gonna be over by tomorrow when I need to squat again. And this is just to warm up the elbows a little bit. I picked up this warm up from one of those old Russian handbooks. I don't even know which one. It's like one of those old warm-up routines they had been doing, like the Cold War style training. So yeah, after the warm-up, I'm basically ready to go into a couple of sets, and I'm gonna start off with an empty bar as always. So I'm not in a big rush, and this warm-up here, I mean, you can see for yourself that it lasted about 6 minutes in total, so not a lot of warm-up if you count just the generic stuff. But I will throw in a couple of sets. Always I ramp up the weight starting from the empty bar, and I kind of do my regular setup just to see how it feels. You know, you always do this kind of setup in it, and in the setup I also test what's my mobility of the day kind of thing. You know, if I'm tight, if I feel some kind of tightness in my shoulder or in my lower back or in my legs or somewhere like that, I might take it easy. You know, the point is not to really push myself to injure myself, because I'm in no rush. And I always say this, I think people in fitness in general don't really value patience enough. You know, it's for a natural, I mean, this is a very, very long journey, and if I'm looking at the kind of genetic potential for growth, I mean, it's about like 6-8 pounds per year. You know, one workout won't make much of a difference. You know, I mean, it does all compound to a lot of effect, but again, I mean, if I'm lifting, I know, 5-10 kilos less one day, that won't make much of a difference. But if I injure myself, that will make a ton of difference. You know, that's gonna potentially get me out of the gym for months. So yeah, I'm definitely careful when it comes to that. So patience really goes a long way. I'm quite happy with the progress here, doing some warm-ups. This is 40 kilos, I think, 10s on the side. And you'll see in this warm-up, I'm actually practicing a little bit of the pause. So I am just testing out how it feels, just to see how the pause feels. And yeah, even with the simple weight, I mean, you do want to kind of get the form right. You know, you don't want to neglect the warm-up, as I see a lot of people do in the gym. And this is going to be my final warm-up set. This is going to be 80 kg. So that's about 185 pounds. And here I'm already doing something very similar to my first working set. And this is how the pause bench press pretty much works. It's the same as regular bench press. You just pause for 2-3 seconds at the bottom, and you generally do a little bit of less reps. So my kind of recipe is 5 times 3 to 5 to still get a decent amount of volume. And I will typically not go over 5 reps because it's quite hard and the form breaks down easy because there's a lot of time under tension for each rep. So this is the first set. And yeah, I mean, very careful with the first set, not to go down very fast, because it's kind of, haven't done it for a while, so it was kind of unsure, you know, need a little bit more confidence to get into it. So this is gonna be the third rep. And yeah, on the third rep here, I noticed I rested the bar a little bit on the chest, which is something I wouldn't recommend. But I said, okay, let's try and do 110 kilos and see how that feels today. And it felt quite fucking heavy, I must admit that. So it is damn heavy still for me on these pause. But I think these 3 reps that I pulled, I mean, that was a PR for me. So I mean, I haven't done pause bench press for a while, but this was a PR. And you'll see here that I'm going my full body into it. And that's a sign. As soon as my arm starts shaking a little bit on the lockout, that means that the weight is quite close to my closer to my 1 rep max, basically. So definitely not a good idea to go any higher. And for the next set, I actually went lower. So that's kind of a lesson, you know, you don't want to let your ego take it over, and you just want to work your reps, you know, that's put in your reps. Don't let the ego control you. And here, these will feel a lot easier after the 110. I mean, this felt like a joke after the 110. You know, it feels like I'm not even doing much. And then for the next 2 sets, I've actually increased the weight, and I wanted to break my PR for 5 reps. So as you can see, so far I've been doing only 3 reps, and I said, hey, why not try to go for a rep PR on the same day, because I haven't done these for a while. And here I'm gonna go with 103. So luckily my gym has these fractional plates, which are very small. So these are very perfect for my kind of purposes, because I can increment 1.5 kilo on the side, which is quite good for kind of a commercial gym. It's good to have these. So yeah, this is gonna be, I believe, for 4 reps. This is the 4th set, and next time when I do these, I'm definitely starting with this weight. You know, definitely starting with this weight, and I think I'm over the 100 kilos. Here I did lose tightness, which I'm a little bit not happy about, but I think it was also the fact that it was the 4th set, so it did feel a little bit of exhaustion there in terms of that 110 was kind of an overkill. You know, that was definitely an overkill that I shouldn't have done. I could have probably pulled 105 if I haven't gone that high. So I'm laughing here because I thought to myself, shit, I could have done one more rep. So yeah, this is the final set, and this one I decided to really go for that final rep, and you're gonna see me here at the end. It's gonna be quite interesting, like to see my face, like it's like, why the fuck am I doing this face? So yeah, adjusting, making sure everything is right, taking it really slow and easy, no rushing, going in, making sure that the legs are tight in there, making sure that the scapula is retracted, shoulder blades together as much as I can on this bench, which is kind of narrow for my frame, for my back width. Really keeping it tight here. Okay, and going for the 5. So yeah, this was quite easy for the first. I felt like it was okay, that's gonna work. For the second, I let the bar sink in, so I'm trying to like let the bar sink in a little bit as well. So that's something to add a little bit of extra range of motion there, and it is quite heavy, so definitely felt it. I'm glad I broke my PR today, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video as well. And this is going to be the 5th rep. As you see, the form here is going to be broken a little bit, but I'm quite happy I pulled that. So if you enjoyed the video, leave me in the comment below what you think about the pause bench press, and once again, support the channel by clicking subscribe below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.